this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it today. I just want you all to know it's amazing to be here again to talk to each and every one of you. Know that I love you, and I pray for the best for you and your family. I pray that this year be the best year that you have ever seen. Don't mind what's going on around you. You hold God to his promise. With his promise, the only thing he's going to answer back to you is yes and amen, because that's his promise. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but God's words remain the same. Yeah, some of you are saying, Judith, you always saying these things to us, and you just don't know what we are going through. Let me tell you something. When you live in God's promise, don't look at the things, the physical things that are going on around you. You have to empty out that mind and empty out all the bad things and think about the good things and the promises that God made you. That's the only way you're going to make it through. Think about those promises God made you, and he will see you through. That's all I have to say about it, because that's what I do. Don't worry about what is going on in the natural. Okay, God is a supernatural God. And the things that he promised you, whatever the enemy is trying to take away from you, he's going to bless you with double. Remember the story of Job? Job could have given up too. Everything came at him. Everything came at him, but he remembered what God said to him. You see the smile that is always on my face? I get that smile when I think about all the promises. I get that smile. And I laugh. And it brings great joy upon my body. He said he will give you beauty for your ashes. You know what it is to give you beauty for your ashes? I'm 47 years old, and I've never felt so good in my life. I've never looked so good in my life. Why? Because I live upon all of the promises that God gave me. He's given me beauty for my ashes. And he also said that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and that my days upon this earth is numbered. And so those things, when I think about those things, I ain't looking about what's ahead of me. What's ahead of me, when the day comes, then I deal with that during that day. But as for now, I'm healthy and I'm wealthy, I'm strong and beautiful. So, and like my friend Natasha says, she said, Judith, what I like about you is that the bad things that happens, you always pick the good out of it. We have to pick the good out of it, because we don't know what God is saving us from. And when he's saving us from some stuff, we'll know it. We'll reflect back on it as time go by. We will reflect back on it, and we will see what he was saving us from. The relationship that didn't happen, the divorce that had to happen. Yes, a lot of us holding on to these marriages, what we know is doomed. And our years are going by, and we choose to be unhappy. No, God don't want you to be unhappy. He wants you to be happy. Because I can tell you, when my first marriage, when everything started crumbling, oh man, I felt like I had died, and I was just watching somebody's life go by. I was weak. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. But thank God he brought me back to Freeport, where I had family members and friends. My friend Natasha, I thank God for you, because you came, you talked to me, you took me out, and you helped bring life back into me and remind me of the Judith who was in Freeport, the Judith who she knew. And you never give up on me up to the day. It's been 28 years and we are still best friends. So I just want to thank you for always staying there, and always being that encouraging person. So be that encouraging person for people. You don't know just how far that will take. And at the time when I came back to Freeport, as a 29-year-old, feeling as if I was 60, with 6 children from the ages of 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, and 13. Okay, living in my mother's front room, everything piled up in her 1-bedroom apartment. her herself had 5 children living in there. And it was like we were living on top of one another, you know. I was like I was in another world. Couldn't believe that this is happening to me. I had such a beautiful marriage, and wow, it's finished with, and all those other rest of stuff. But like I told you, God gave me beauty for my ashes. I couldn't see then what was going on and what he was saving me from. But I can tell you now, I can see it now. I can see it now. I had to go through some years and picking up myself. And with those years of picking up myself, man, he shaped me and he molded me and he made me greater. He put so many different type of people in my life. He had me to focus on my children, educational wise. Some would say they think they cannot live without a man in their life. No, that's nonsense. You could live without a man in your life. I'm not telling you that you won't get lonely. Of course you get lonely and your thoughts will go run away from you and tell you all kind of different stuff, make you feel suicidal. But remember the promise of God. He said that your seed will be mighty in this land and your seed is your children. And for you and your house, you should serve us. And that's what I did. I took my kids to church and I just saw myself in God and used him as our foundation. And I told my children, the sky is the limits. Nothing God will help from us. Nothing is too good for us. Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you can do it because God put it in us. You understand? He gave us the strength to go through this life and to fight and to fight and to fight. As time go by, I'll tell you all more about my testimony. You understand? Because this here where I'm at right now, man, God had to polish me and it didn't take just one day. It took years for this to happen, so be patient and wait. And you too. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, please. Thank you.
Pandora, a charm that tells so many stories. Each charm has a meaning, sometimes many meanings. One from its designer and more lent to it by the person who wears and loves it. Whether it's a celebration of color or pattern or a tribute to a country, occasion, activity, or most importantly, a person, each charm is designed to tell the personal story of its wearer while showcasing their unique style. Our charms are worn with love on bracelets and necklaces, created especially to be worn in ways unique to those who wear them. Discover Pandora's unique collection of jewelry for your impressive look at the lowest price. Charms, rings, bracelets, and necklaces to match your personality. Check out Pandora in Port Lacaya Marketplace and enjoy 30% off while supplies last. Pandora, open from Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and close on Sundays.